hit him with it. Da, da, da. There we go. Good Lord. Wait. Wait, did it go to the right fucking stream? There we go. That's a little better there. Best promotion in Streamaboo. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. Block this user. So Logic liked the diary style, and it is believable. But then somebody else said, I don't know whether or not this should be included in the book. So, what am I to do? All right, let me see here. I guess we're on day 5 now. Might as well update that. Day 5. Keep dokie. And honestly, what bothers me is that this is a little too... Select the font. Instead of 72, let's just do 70. There we go. No, let's do 68. Yeah, because just the fucking Y is hanging off of this guy. Oh my god. Hold on. I'll be right back. My fucking wiener dog was caught in something. I had to get her out of there. As is often the case. All right, let me see here. Fucking out of breath from climbing like a stair. All right, let's see. Move this up a little bit. No, not that. Let's do date. Select font. There we go. That's a little bit better. And then there. There. Cool. One more up. There we go. Now the Y is not hanging off of this fucking thing. Every little bit counts. All right, well, it's Sunday, so again, we got 71 days remaining to complete this edit according to our fundraiser thing. Let's try to get a chapter done. Let's see. Good God. All right. So this is chapter 6. We just went through Robin's diary. And now, let's move this guy here. That should sound a little bit better. All right, let's just do it. Let's try to knock this fucker out. It's Ramen Martillo, editing day 5. I like that we're 20 days into the month and I've only gotten 5 days of editing in. Jesus, I was supposed to start on the 1st. But, you know, it is what it is. Ain't what it ain't. Either you can or you can't. Chapter 6. Dr. Suarez, may I speak with you? Una called over. A chessboard was between her and Robin's treatment chair. Treatment chair. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, God. It's just killing me that I had to redo all the leukemia shit. But redo all the leukemia shit? I must. Alright, let me see here. Yeah, I feel like the hold on our noise gate. Yeah, that's better. The hold was like a little bit too long. Fucking killing me there. I need to reboot this machine. It's just fucking chugging while chatting. Let me see. This Chrome tab is probably using like 8 gigs of memory at this point. That fucking light beaming right in my eye. There we go. Now I can get back in the real estate mindset. Dr. Suarez, may I speak with you? Una called over. She was with Robin. Mm-hmm. It's hard to focus at the moment. Sadly, they only want the LRH, but I got none to give them at the moment. Let me see here. Hmm. Yeah, I don't like the start on this guy. Demagorgo says, nobody bought me a gift for Juneteenth. Yeah, everybody's giving me trouble today. The wiener dog, everybody. It's it's hard to stay focused. Mm-hmm. uh, this is hard. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh. Now, I'll give it another 15 minutes, and then if I can't make a go of it, I just don't have it. You know, you're not supposed to work on Sunday anyways, I guess. But I hate like hell to quit, especially in the midst of it. There we go. Let's try it this way. Dr. Suarez, may I speak with you? Una called over. Dr. Suarez walked briskly, probably trying to break free from the ward and escape to lunch. Yeah. Dr. Suarez walked briskly, probably trying to break free from the ward and escape to lunch. The annoyance flew from her face when she recognized Robin and Una Martillo. There was a chess game set up between them while they waited for lab results. Yes, of course. Dr. Suarez surrendered her plans and smiled at Robin. I'll be right back, Una assured Robin. That can be him. Mm. Actually, is this the introduction of Dr. Suarez? Uh, yeah. Okay. So luckily, because Dr. Suarez is a woman, and it makes it clear with her pronoun here, I can use him here, so I don't have to repeat Robin. I'll be right back, Una assured him. Take a good look at your position here. There's something good you can do. Take a look at your position here. There's something good you can do. Okay, Tina. Una left Robin to ponder the chessboard and walk with Dr. Suarez. Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's do that. Una left Robin to ponder his position and walk with Dr. Suarez. Her office was small and tidy, without a mote of dust or a single thing out of place. I think there's supposed to be a comma there. Without a mote of dust or a single thing out of place. But since I'm on my own, let's see here. I guess it's up to me. Degrees and awards were hung on the left wall. Mm-hmm. The doctor's office was small and tidy, without a mote of dust or a single thing out of place. Her degrees and awards were hung out on the left wall. They were vastly outnumbered by pictures of her 2 daughters and 3 dachshunds. On the right wall were pictures of Dr. Suarez hugging her patients, the lucky ones. Okay, so I think you do that with a M dash, because it's kind of like an aside, but I don't think a semicolon works there. On the right wall were pictures of Dr. Suarez hugging her patients, the lucky ones. Above the door was a crucifix, perhaps for those less fortunate. All these things made Una like and trust Dr. Suarez, but the most important was that she... Yeah, yeah, I agree, Google. All these things made Una like and trust Dr. Suarez. But the most important thing was that she could speak Spanish. Even now, after so many years in the States, it was hard to speak of emotional things in Inglés. Why do I have a parenthetical translation of Inglés? That's dumb of me there. Yeah, it's like when I had a translation of football, and I think I had one of C. Oh, this is not going to make it to the final edit. Maybe I'm not going to make it to the final edit. Jesus. How is he? Dr. Suarez asked. Yeah. So I kind of I don't like that she's looking over a chart while she's asking how is he, but the how is he? Mm. Yeah, kind of clunky, but how is he? Dr. Suarez asked, comma. as she looked over Robin's chart. Una scrutinized her face for the tiniest sign of a reaction. Not good. I have to force him to eat, and it's exhausting for both of us. I made him keep a log, as you asked. He doesn't sleep well. Lots of nightmares and vomiting in the night. Mm-hmm. Not good. I have to force him to eat, and it's exhausting for both of us. I made him keep a log, as you asked. He doesn't sleep well. Lots of nightmares and vomiting in the night. Those are all normal, unfortunately. So, like, one thing you kind of lose the feeling that Una Martillo is somebody's like Mexican grandmother with this. She's like very terse with her conversation, and she likes this doctor. So why is she? I guess it, could just be tension that's making her talk so clipped, or it could be over editing of Una Martillo. But yeah, something to think about as we look back over the chapter. Like, why is she talking this way? Where like this is somebody she like desperately needs this woman to help heal her grandchild. So, yeah, maybe there should be more pleasantries or something there. But yeah, they sound like two scientists talking about a problem rather than sort of like the genuine way that two women would like talk. But let's progress a little bit more and see if it improves. These are all normal, unfortunately. It's a difficult treatment, but it's the best we have. Is he speaking with a counselor? Yes, and also with our priest. I feel like they aren't getting through. Navega sin vela. A ship without a sail. Mm-hmm. So let's take out the priest part there, because the arrival of the priest is like a bigger deal later. Yes, I feel like they aren't getting through. Navega sin vela. A ship without a sail. I don't know if you would just say Navega sin vela. Like, is this actually an aphorism? Hold on, let's take a look. Uh, yeah. Yeah, this is just some shit that I made up. I don't know if it even works. Why is this giving me this in Spanish, by the way? Translate to English. English, motherfucker. Seneca's aphorism: a great pilot sails even with a broken sail. Yeah, where did I come up with this? Uh-huh. However, Navega sin vela does appear frequently in literature, poetry, and musico as a lyrical metaphor for vulnerability, loss of control, and loneliness, or whatever there. Yeah, I feel like somebody wouldn't just drop Navega sin vela. Um, there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, I like idiomatic audio. Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do. Es como un barco sin vela. Yeah, although I'm saying like he is like a ship without a sail. He drifts through each day with a shadow over him. It's been months since he lost his mother. His mother died just after Christmas. He's in a new city with no friends and no family but me. Da 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 da. Horse. How is he at church? Lo no crees. He doesn't believe, Una admitted. The two women shared a look. Yeah, I don't. This is the first time we're seeing Una get all poetic here. No. Yeah, I don't 100% buy this dialogue, but having a bad day, so I may not have the greatest judgment of all time at the moment. Let's push through. How is he at church? Well, let me read this paragraph again. Yes, I feel like they aren't getting through. Es como un barco sin vela. He drifts through each day with a shadow over him. His mother died just after Christmas. He's in a new city with no friends and no family but me. How is he at church? Lo no crees. He doesn't believe, Una admitted. The two women shared a look. His mother, Una explained. Dr. Suarez nodded. She understood. Keep trying. Faith helps so much. This is more than anyone can bear on their own, especially a child. How was he doing at school before he got sick? Barely passing. It drove me crazy. That boy is so bright. He'll read anything you put in front of him. He remembers everything. But it is just impossible. But it's impossible to keep him in a desk. I don't know if she would say in a desk. Mm-hmm. Wow, would you really say this? He remembers everything. But at school, he's useless. He just daydreams all the time, never does the work. He just daydreams all the time and never does the work. That's if you can even get him in the. I like this characterization. Although we are not passing the Bechdel tests with this fucking talking about a man. Well, they're not talking about a man. If two women are together and they're talking about a boy, do we pass the Bechdel test or are they just Democrats? Wonder. Keep trying. Faith helps so much. This is more than anyone can bear on their own, especially a child. How was he doing at school before he got sick? Barely passing. It drove me crazy. That boy is so bright. He'll read anything you put in front of him. He remembers everything. But at school, he's useless. He just daydreams all the time and never does the work. As if you can even get him to go. When he lived with us, well, when Robin lived with us, because it's gossip, when Robin lived with us, Hector had to bring him to the school, watch him go aside, and then circle the block to catch him when he tried to sneak off. I like that one. Hell yeah. Hector had to bring him to the school, watch him go inside, and then circle the block to catch him when he tried to sneak off. It's all his mother's fault. Lucinda let him run wild. He spent so long taking care of himself, he thinks he's an adult. Before he got sick, I couldn't tell him anything. Does he play an instrument? No. Any hobbies? He used to play football with his friends. They were all hinchas for Cruz Azul. Now he can only listen to games on the radio. He says he misses his friends and he doesn't think he'll ever play again. Where are the friends? All back in Amarillo. You don't want to see my phone bill. But lately, not so much. Boys don't keep in touch. He hasn't made any new friends since he came to live with me. He hasn't made any new friends since he came to live with me. I think she says that before. Let's see. Yeah. There we go. So she says it a little bit before, but it's at a spot where, like, repetition is not going to kill us. Shout out to the 2 people or 5 people watching this right now. Lord have mercy on me. Holler at me in the chat if you alive. It's probably just my fucking PO checking up on me. He's like, hey, coming back to America soon? Gonna fill out that sentence? No, I am not. Never coming back. Runaway train. All right. Boys don't keep in touch. He hasn't made any new friends since he came to live with me. He was only in school for a little bit before he got sick. And that's a problem. Robin needs something to keep him going. Friends, family, faith. The most important thing in treatment is hope. Friends, family, or faith. The most important thing in treatment is hope. Any interest you see in him, encourage him. I'm trying to teach him chess now, Una said. You would not believe how competitive he is. Once we get... He's so competitive. Once we began to play for real, he started to lose. Wow, Grandma's kind of a bitch here. I'm trying to teach him chess now, Una said. He's so competitive. Yeah. I'm trying to teach him chess now, and it's waking him up a bit. All right, I like that. I've been teaching him chess. It's waking him up a bit. He's very competitive. Once we began to play for real and he started to lose, he looked like his whole world had fallen apart. He wouldn't speak to me. Mm-hmm. This is a hell of a paragraph here. I've been teaching him chess. It's waking him up a bit. He's very competitive. Once we began to play for real and he started to lose, he looked like his whole world had fallen apart. He wouldn't even speak to me afterward. I stopped it right there and told him to take his loss like a man. Martillos don't do that. He gets it now, but I can see in his eyes. That boy hates to lose. Oh, that's good. Yeah, what the fuck? He's like, I'm beating the dog piss out of my cancer-ridden child at chess. this, this is not. God, what's up with this dialogue? What the fuck was I thinking? Oh, I can already see we're gonna have another edit on this tomorrow here. It just happens sometimes. Like the cylinders aren't firing, and I feel like some of the start of this book is like a lot rougher than I thought it was. But here we go, I guess. Lord have mercy. You know, the important thing is, as discouraging as this is here, you know, I've done this like 10 times before. You just power through, try to get the best thing that you possibly can. And that's about the sum of it, really. How would you say? Got over it. Cool. Anything stream is live? No, it's not. The fuck? And undo. The fuck is this? Yeah. And so it's like a Mac keyboard I'm typing on, and like the fucking undo functions don't work half the time, even though I'm just hitting Control Z. That's good. The spirit will help him so much. Robin is lucky to have family to care. That's good. That spirit will help him so much. Robin is lucky to have you to care for him. What about you? How are you doing? Better than him, Una shrugged. Don't forget about yourself in this. It's hard to be strong for someone else, and easy to exhaust. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is a much more natural way to say this. Although not a lot of this dialogue is super natural to me. It's not flowing, and that's exactly why we read this aloud. Oh my god. Well, you wanted to live in a caravan. Here it is. uh, better than him, Una shrugged. And if she's shrugging, by the way, it's not a dialogue tag. Better than him, Una shrugged. Don't forget about yourself in this. It's easy to exhaust yourself while you're being strong for someone else. You have to care for Una, too. Make sure you're eating well, getting good sleep. Make sure you're eating and sleeping well. Don't ask more from yourself than you're capable of. Ooh, a little insulting actually there. Una took a deep breath and swallowed the unkind thing she wanted to say. It was hard to have a younger woman talk to her this way. She means well, Una told herself. She looked at the wall of patient. She looked at the wall with the photographs of all the patients in the... Yeah. She looked at the wall that was covered with photos of patients in remission. The doctor knew what she was talking about. Thank you, Dr. Suarez. Thank you, comma. Thank you, Dr. Suarez. Robin's eyes were closed when she came back, but he was still awake. The chessboard was unchanged. Did you find it? Robin opened his eyes. With a little smile, he moved his knight to f7. Her queen and rook were caught in a fork. Very good, Una said. The little smile faded. Are you just letting me win? Are you letting me win? No. You think you'll win? Una smiled. She moved her queen. Take the rook. See what happens. He took her rook again. No, he took her rook. She moved her queen again onto the file with Robin's king. Okay, and that's the chapter there. I honestly, like, maybe I'll do like a re-edit in the morning and try to get this a little bit better. Luckily, like, a lot of these chapters are pretty fucking short in Martillo. So, tools, word count. This is only 941 of 941 words. So it's not a big impact if this is like a little bit of a drag chapter, but it's not the end of the world either. All right, and then week 5 we get back into like the fantasy part of it here, but it's, you know, it's super critical that we get buy-in on these early chapters, because like the reader does not believe me at all. Yeah, it's like, honestly, it's going to a good place, space, like, but yeah, I don't know if I'm just over, because the other danger is like overthinking this shit. But let's call it a night for now, and just try to get a little bit more productive tomorrow.